you ever wondered, what does a 30-year-old Japanese man do in a day? Well, it's your lucky day, because in this video I'm going to share what I do. This morning I'm starting the day off with a morning walk to the post office, which is about 60 minutes each way. These country roads are a bit dangerous because there's no sidewalks for people to walk on, so whenever a car comes by I just kind of have to move to the side. And this is part of the street where my neighbor's chickens always start chasing me. I don't know why they chase after me, maybe because I'm a big target, but yeah, it's pretty funny. So today I'm dropping off some merch at the post office, which is my tape and sticker that someone ordered on Instagram. So I basically just pack it up. And it's cool that I get to walk into the town, even though it takes me about an hour or 2 hours to get back to my house. But yeah, it's a really good way for me to exercise. And I usually like to listen to music while I'm walking, even though it can be dangerous because of cars. But overall, it's really beautiful and nice most of the time, so I don't really mind. Here I try to walk like Woody from Toy Story. This is the type of thing that I think about when I'm alone. Am I that weird? The best thing that I'm able to do while I go on these walks is basically mix my music and put notes in my iPhone to see what I can change when I listen to a full album that I make. So this is the envelope that I put my merch in, which is my tape and my sticker, and yeah, it's just sent domestically within Australia. See you later, I'll miss you! Now I get to take 60 minutes to walk back home, and obviously I could drive to the post office, but I just wanted to show you guys in this video what I sometimes do on the occasion that I wanted to walk to the post office. And here I'm practicing my Woody run on the way back home as well, just so I can show you guys. Now that I'm home, I'm going to be picking some oranges. My little baby really likes oranges and he likes to pick him. So recently I've been letting him pick some of the kumquats. And yeah, these are the small size kumquats that you can eat as a whole. He usually just chews on it and spits it out because he doesn't really like the texture of it, but he likes the juicy vitamin C. This is one of the main things that I love about living in the countryside is the abundance in fruits that we can basically pick off the tree. We know that there's no preservatives or something sketchy in it, so that's also a huge plus as well. Eat 'em up, little baby, eat 'em up. So these are the ones that we got, or that he chose. He points at it and I pick it. And look at the size difference on these. This is the orange on the left and then a kumquat on the right. And I'm going to show you guys, you can eat the whole thing. The skin is actually pretty tough. It tastes like if you were to eat a peel of an orange as well, but it's definitely a lot tangier, but it's, yeah, really cool to make marmalade and stuff like that as well. My wife also loves making orange juice, freshly squeezed ones that we pick from the tree, so this is just her kind of making some yummy orange juice. Now she got power, she's got tornado hands, look at that. Look how fast she can spin those oranges. Another really healthy thing about these oranges is that we don't add any sugar. It's basically just the sugar that's in the orange, so that's also really healthy. Here I'm just checking up on some of the animals that live on the property. This is a miniature pony that, yeah, just basically chills out on the property eating grass all day. You got a good life, kid. Good life. And now I'm checking up on the chickens and letting them out so they can have a graze and be free range. Eat up. Yum, 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 yum.
Thanks, YOODOO.
Yeah, you're the best. I'm so glad you appreciate me, guys. So today we are doing a barbecue for dinner, and this is one of the things that I really appreciate living in the countryside that I didn't have while living in Japan. Because my wife and I lived in a really tiny apartment in Japan, even though the rent was really cheap and there were so many cool things about living there, but the fact that we're able to have fires and bonfires and, you know, grill our own food on just fire is something that we weren't able to do in Japan, so that's something that I really like about living in the countryside. Here I'm cutting up some wood to have in the fire. And yeah, we're going to collect some kindling, which is smaller wood or smaller branches that we'll add to the fire. But I just wanted to cut this and show you guys, yeah, type of stuff that we use for our fires. For the world this way. This is one of the main things that my wife and I talk about that we would probably miss about leaving Australia in the future if we do end up living in Japan, is the amount of open space and the amount of things that you could do. Obviously, you could do this in the countryside in Japan, but this is something that we really enjoy, barbecuing and making fires, collecting wood and stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright, now that I got a bunch of the medium-sized wood, now I'm going to be cutting up some bigger, thick wood that will hopefully be the long burn of the night, and for, yeah, making coal and stuff. I do feel like an Asian Paul Bunyan when I cut wood with an axe. Hiya! Definitely let me know in the comments if you like watching this kind of content. It's basically just my life. I know it can be boring sometimes, but I just wanted to document it and maybe look back on it someday when I'm older and, yeah, just see what type of life I had and things I wanted to share. So I really appreciate you guys watching the videos, and yeah, let's get into the barbecue. We're letting the orange peels dry to put in the bonfire, but my wife is also going to prepare some kimchi for the dinner, and she's making a huge pot, and it'll probably be like at least 4 or 5 pots worth of kimchi that she's going to make in one go. And yeah, it's really good. Definitely a big part of our diet is a lot of fermented food. Now before we actually spark the fire, we're going to collect a few more branches and kindling to add to the fire. Here's a little rooster right there. And yeah, after we collect all this, then we're going to start the fire. And my wife usually likes starting the fire because she just grew up on a farm and in the countryside, so she's just used to be able to start fires really easily in the bonfire. So I let her make all the fire stuff. And here you can see her just doing her thing. And there's the fire. And you can see me being really reminiscent here and really thinking about life while looking at the fire. Now that the sun's going down, it's really beautiful, and now that it's also getting cold, it's really good to have a fire. I gotta feed the fire some more branches so it doesn't die. So today we're doing some chicken skewers, Japanese style, with some lamb chops and sausage and corn and a few other things. Let me know what you guys like to barbecue in your own countries. I usually have rice with every meal, and this one's koshihikari. Here's the master chef, hard at work. One of the best things is drinking beer with the food with a good barbecue, also known as a barbie in Australia. Now you can listen to the sizzling of the barbecue. Alright, let's see how it tastes. Yum! This one's yummy too. And you gotta end the night with a bit of Japanese sake. Alright, as we end the night with the barbecue and as the kids run around and play with bubbles right here, I just want to say thank you and hopefully see you in the next video, and yeah, goodbye.